Hello children and viewers. So today my topic is beats. In previous class I explained how the stationary waves are formed in stretched strings and as well as in organoids. So but there is a slightly difference between in the standing waves and as well as beats. So that I will clarify. So how the stationary waves are formed are standing waves? Standing waves. Standing waves and as well as beats. Or standing waves may be called as the stationary waves. So how the standing waves are formed? When two waves having same amplitude and same frequency, same amplitude, same frequency, but travel in which direction? Opposite direction. They must travel in opposite direction. So this is a wave traveling positive x-axis, this is a traveling negative x-axis. So when they are traveling in opposite direction or superimposed, the standing waves are formed. But they have the same amplitude and same frequency. For example, consider this frequency will be f1 and this having the frequency is f2. Here f1 must be equal to f2 and if the difference must be 0 here. But when we come to the beats, so here is also two waves, but they must travel in same direction. But they have slightly difference in frequency, slightly difference or small difference. The difference must be less than or equal to 10. So there must be slightly difference. How much slightly different? That difference must be less than or equal to 10. So why this condition is taking? So this is the condition when the difference in frequencies are the less than or equal to 10, then only the human here can detect that beats. So otherwise if the difference will be more than 10, in that case also beats are formed, but the human ear cannot be detect. To detect, the frequency must be, the differences in the frequency must be less than or equal to 10. And what is the condition here? They must travel in the same direction. And they must have the same amplitude and the frequencies cannot be equal to same. There must be slightly difference. How much difference? This is the difference. Then only the beats are formed. So these are the differences between the standing waves and beats. And next we come to the beats. So now here there are two waves are there. So there are two waves here. I already drawn in the board. So the first wave, this is the first wave. So the first wave having the frequency 4 Hz. And what's it meaning? Frequency means the number of waves produced in 1 second. And in 1 second, for here to here, let us consider 1 second. In 1 second, how many waves are produced? This is the first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave. And in 1 second, how many waves it produces? 4 waves. That's why the frequency is 4Hz. And next to come to the second wave. So it has how much frequency? 8 Hz. And nothing but in 1 second. And if the first wave produces in 1 second 4 waves, it must produce 8 waves. Let us consider. So this is the first wave, second wave, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. But sound waves are the longitudinal wave. So when I represent the compression rarefaction, so we can't understand easily. So that's why for better understanding I am taking the transverse wave. But you can treat as it is a longitudinal wave. So now this is the frequencies. How much difference between them? The difference is f2 minus f1 is equal to how much? 8 minus 4 equal to 4. Okay. The difference is less than 10. Okay. Here the condition is satisfied. To listen the beat and nothing but to hear the beats. Okay. When they are traveling, okay, let us imagine these are traveling along the positive x-axis. This is also traveling along the positive x-axis. So when they are superimposed. So when they are superimposed according to the interference, when two waves are superimposed in phase, intensity become maximum. When two waves are superimposed, the intensity become minimum. So the formula for intensity is, the intensity of the wave is, formula is Ka square. The intensity is always directly proportional to square of the amplitude. If the amplitude will be 0, intensity is also 0. If the amplitude is maximum, the intensity is also maximum. So remember it. And nothing but if the place where the amplitude is 0, so the intensity is 0. The place where the amplitude is maximum, the intensity is maximum. So when the intensity is maximum, for example, if one wave crust superimposed with the other wave crust, so they are superimposed in phase. If first wave crust, second wave trough is superimposed, that is called out of phase. So in case of out of phase is nothing but one wave crust, second wave trough superimposed out of phase. If the two waves crusts or two waves troughs are superimposed, that is called in phase. So now how the intensity is maximum minimum I am going to explain. Okay, now the two waves are started here, they are moving in forward direction. Now here at this place what is happening, two waves are superimposed in phase. So that's why here which is maximum, the sound become maximum here. And when we observe this place, what is happening, first wave trough, second wave crest, they are superimposed out of phase. That's why here the intensity of sound become minimum here. And now when I come to this place here, what is happening, first wave crest, second wave crest, and nothing but in phase. Again here what happened, here the intensity become maximum here. And here they are superimposed out of phase here, first wave trough, second wave crest. In this place what is happening, here the intensity of sound become minimum here. Again when we come to this place, second wave crest, first wave trough, second wave crest, second wave, first wave crest, superimposed in phase here. Again the intensity of sound become maximum. And again here first wave trough, second wave crest, superimposed out of phase. So that's why here in this place the intensity of sound become minimum. Here is also same, here what, crest, so sound intensity become maximum. Here crest, trough, crest, minimum. Here trough, here that's why here maximum. And nothing but when two waves are traveling in the same direction, what is happening, alternatively the sound intensity become maximum and minimum. That you can understand after drawing this diagram. Here the sound intensity is maximum, intensity of sound when it is max, amplitude become maximum here. So that's why here what is happening, intensity become maximum. So but gradually when we move to this place, what is happening, intensity and the amplitude is gradually decreases, finally it becomes 0 here. Again from this place to this place gradually increases, and here it will become maximum. And after that again decreases, minimum, again increases, maximum, again decreases, minimum, again increases, maximum, again decreases, minimum, again increases, maximum here. So when I draw these are the oscillations. When I draw the amplitude curve, this is the amplitude curve, represent this. So now this is the graph. So this is the wave beats. So this is the how the beats are formed. Here what is happening? Minimum amplitude is become 0. That's why its intensity is minimum. Here the amplitude is maximum. That's why intensity is maximum. Again here the amplitude is 0. That's why intensity is 0. Here amplitude is maximum. Intensity is maximum. This is happening every regular intervals of time. So totally here how many times? So that how many times it become maximum, how many times it become minimum, this depend on differences in the frequencies. What is the difference in the frequency? 4. So that's why the 4 times the sound become maximum and sound become minimum. Count it here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at these 4 places the sound intensity become minimum. And this is 1, 2, 3 and this off will be the 4th. So that's why the sound intensity become how many times maximum, how many times minimum? 4 times maximum and 4 times minimum. That's why the beat frequency definition, the beat frequency formula is beat frequency. Here beat frequency means number of and then nothing but how many times it become maximum and minimum is called what? Beat frequency. So the beat frequency formula is here F2 minus F1. and nothing but the difference in the frequencies. So next I am going to derive the formula for beat frequency. But 1 beat means here what? 1 beat is nothing but 1 maxima plus 1 minima is called beat. So now I am going to derive the formula for beat frequency. So what is the definition? But here definition, what is the definition? So what is the definition? Two sound waves having slightly differences in frequencies, traveling in the same direction are superimposed, then the resultant wave intensity become maximum and minimum after every regular intervals of time. So that phenomenon is called as what? Beats. So what is the definition of beats? I am writing here, when two sound waves having small difference in frequencies, traveling in same direction. So I am changing. So not writing correctly. So enter same direction, traveling in same direction, are superimposed. So then what happening then? Sound intensity or the resultant wave intensity become maximum and minimum at regular intervals of time. So then this phenomenon is known as what? Beats. So now I am deriving a formula for beat frequency. So now already you know that the wave equation. So let us consider this a first wave having frequency f1, this is the second wave having frequency f2. So what is the displacement or what is the progressive equation? So the progressive equation is first wave y1 equal to a sine omega t minus kx actually, but I am taking here x equal to 0 and at origin place I am discussing. So that's why x is equal to 0, kx is also 0. So what is the frequency here? f1, that's why omega 1. Here what is that? Omega 1. And omega 1 is nothing but, what is the omega 1? Omega 1 is nothing but 2 pi n1. Sorry, here frequency are taking f, that's why f1. So that's why when this equation becomes a sine 2 pi n1 t. This is the first wave equation. Next come to the second wave. What is second wave equation? y2 equal to a sine omega 2t. This is the angular frequency of the second wave. What is the angular frequency? Omega 2 equal to what we can write as 2 pi n2. Sorry, here f2. Sorry. You can take also n as also you can take the frequency. So f1. So a sine 2 pi f2 into t. But when these two waves are traveling, what is happening? They are superimposed. So the resultant displacement is given by the principle of superposition. And at every point, the two waves are received by that particle. For example, here this is a particle is there. This wave can be received the two particle energy, and that's why. So the displacement can be given by the principle of superposition. What is the principle of superposition? Y equal to y1 plus y2. So now y is equal to, what is y1? A sine 2 pi f1t plus a sine 2 pi f2t. So now what I take common? This is considered theta here. That is totally this 2 pi f1t 2 pi f2t is nothing but theta, like nothing but is theta 1, this is a theta 2 consider. So now when we what we take common here, when the amplitude is taken common, so sine 2 pi f1t plus sine 2 pi f2 into t. So now it is in the form of sine c plus sine d. So what is c here? 2 pi f1t. What is d here? 2 pi f2t. So now what is the formula for sine c plus sine d? So that is 2 sine c plus d by 2, 2 sine c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2, cos c minus d by 2. So now when by using this equation you get y equal to a. So nothing but 2a, 2a, or I am writing here 2 sine. What is c? 2 pi f1t. What is d? 2 pi f2t. But from these two what we take common? 2 pi, 2 pi. That's why 2 pi. So 2 pi t we take the common. That's why f1 plus f2 by 2. f1 plus f2 by 2. And next what is there? Cos c means 2 pi f1t minus what is d? 2 pi f2t. So what we take common? 2 pi t common. So 2 pi t. So what remains? f1 minus f2 by t. So now when I rearrange this equation, y is equal to 2a. 2a. I am writing first cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t. After that I am writing the sine term, sine 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into plus into t. So now this is called the a oscillation equation, or this can be gives the resultant wave equation. So in this resultant equation, so this cos term at a cos 2 pi of f1 minus f2 by 2 will be gives the amplitude term, amplitude, and this f1 plus f2 by 2 will be gives the oscillations. So that's why this 2a cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t will be gives the amplitude. So that's why this when we find when the after how much time the sound become minimum, after how much time the sound become maximum, that can be decided by this amplitude. If the amplitude is maximum, the sound intensity become maximum. If the amplitude will be 0, the sound intensity become minimum. So that's why now you can take this cos term as an amplitude. That can be considered a dash is equal to 2a cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t can be taken as amplitude term. So that's why what is the resultant wave equation? Y equal to, in the place of this one, what you can written as a dash. So now what remains? Sine 2 pi f1 plus f2 by 2 into t. So now this is gives the resultant wave. So in this resultant wave, the intensity, how we can find intensity? So after finding the amplitude, and if the amplitude is maximum, intensity is maximum. If the amplitude is 0, intensity is 0. That's why. So after how much time, and after how much time the sound become maximum, after how much time the sound become minimum, that can be given by the what? Time here, and by using this equation. So now I am going to explain when the sound intensity become maximum, when the sound intensity become minimum. So that can be given by the whom? This amplitude term. So what is the amplitude term here? So that is amplitude of the wave. Amplitude. So amplitude a dash equal to what is that? 2a cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t. So now again this amplitude will be depend upon this cos value. And nothing but here theta is nothing but 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t. And this cos value can be decided by this amplitude. So when the cos value is maximum, when the cos value is minimum, generally cosine function, it will call as cosine function. So for which value of the angles the cos function will be maximum, for which values of the angles the cosine function will be minimum, already you learned in the intermediate first year. So when cos theta, what is the maximum value of cos theta? Cos theta equal to 1 is the maximum. And what is the minimum value? Cos theta, when the cos theta is 0, that is the minimum. And nothing but if the cos theta is 0, the amplitude will be 0. When the cos theta is 1, the amplitude is maximum. So what is the condition for? This is a maximum condition, this is the minimum condition. Here theta means what? Here theta means this is a theta. This is a whole called term theta. What is theta here? Theta equal to 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t. So here is also same theta. Theta is nothing but 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t. But when the for what angle of theta the cos value is 1? So if theta equal to how much? N pi. This is a condition for when theta is equal to n pi, then the cos n pi equal to 1. So when the for what values of angle cos theta will be 0? So if theta equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, then in this case the cos theta is 0. So that's why when these two are equalized, what we get? This is a condition for maximum. Under 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t equal to n pi. So now which will be cancelled here? Pi will be cancelled, and these 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So what is the formula for t in terms of the f1 minus f2? T equal to, when I bring this f1 minus f2 to the right side, n by f1 minus f2. So now consider here n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 dash dash. And what I wrote here, I am writing this t value in terms of f1 and f2. And nothing but if n equal to 0, time equal to 0. If n equal to 1, f1 1 by f1 minus f2. If n equal to 2, the time will be 2 by f1 minus f2. So if n equal to 0, what is the and if n equal to 0, if we take n equal to 0, t equal to 0. Next, if n equal to 1, 1 by f1 minus f2. If n equal to 2, 2 by f1 minus f2. And for these time intervals, and when time equal to 0, so the maximum intensity will be formed. When time equal to 1 by f1 minus f2, the intensity sound become maximum. When time equal to t by f1 minus f2, again the amplitude is maximum. How much amplitude here? 1. 1 means what? A dash equal to how much? 2a. And for these values, the amplitude will become how much? A dash is equal to 2a. So the amplitude is maximum. So amplitude is what? Maximum. And that's why when the amplitude is maximum, the intensity is also maximum. Intensity is also maximum. But for how much time interval the intensity of sound become maximum? When t equal to 0, when t equal to 1 by f1 minus f2, when t equal to 2 by f1 minus f2. And what is the time interval between the two successive maxima? So this is the difference, and 1 by f1 minus f2 minus 0 will be gives the time difference, and 2 by f1 minus f2 minus 1 by f1 minus f2 will give the time interval between the two successive maxima or minima. And next I am going to calculate the time interval between the two successive minima. So now here is the condition. What is the condition? When theta equal to n2n plus 1 pi by 2, then the cos value becomes 0. But here theta is nothing but what? 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t. When both are equalized, what you get? So 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 into t equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. What is cancelled here? Pi cancel, and this 2 will be cancelled. So then What is the formula for T? T equal to what is on the right side? 2n plus 1 by how much we get? 2 of f1 minus f2. So this is the time, and this can be give the after how much time interval, so the intensity of the sound become minimum. So now take same here, n equal to what is the condition? 1, 2, 3 dash dash. So n equal to 0. When I put the n equal to 0, what is the time? N equal to 0. So n equal to 0, 2 into 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1. 1 by 2 f1 minus f2. And next when I put the n equal to 1, 2 into 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 by 2 of f1 minus f2. Next when I put the n equal to 2, 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 by 2 of f1 minus f2 and so on. And after how much time interval? So first when the time is 1 by 2 of f1 minus f2, the intensity of sound become minimum. Next after how much time? 3 by 2 of f1 minus f2, the sound become minimum. So after how much time? 5 by 2 of f1 minus f2, again the sound become minimum. So now what is the time interval between the two successive minimum? This difference. This is the difference. So time interval between two maxima time interval delta t is nothing but what? This one. When I subtract 1 by f1 minus f2 minus 0, 1 by f1 minus f2 minus 0, or 2 by f1 minus f2 minus 1 by f1 minus f2. So 2 by f1 minus f2 minus 1 by f1 minus f2 and so on. When you do like that, you get the time interval between two maxima. Time interval between two maximas. So how much you get? When you simplify, how much? 1 by f1 minus f2 minus 0, 1 by f1 minus f2. Here is also 2 by f1 minus f2 minus 1 by f1 minus f2 is nothing but 1 by f1 minus f2. So this is the formula for the time interval between two successive maxima. Again, what is the time interval between the two successive minima? Time interval between two successive minima. How much we get? How you get? When you subtract these two values, first two values you get the time interval between the two successive, and next two gives the time interval between the two successive minima. So that delta t is equal to, so 3 by 2 of f1 minus f2 minus 1 by 2 of f1 minus f2. So when you simplify, how much you get? 3 minus 1, 2, 2 by 2, and 2 by 2 of f1 minus f2. So this 2 will be cancelled. How much you get? 1 by f1 minus f2. So the time interval between two successive maxima equal to the time interval between the two successive minima. అంటే రెండు వరుస మాక్సిమాల మధ్య ఎంత టైం ఇంటర్వెల్ ఉంటుందో రెండు వరుస మినిమాల మధ్య కూడా అంతే టైం ఉంటుంది. So when you know the time interval, and when you know the time period, you can calculate the frequency. How can you calculate the frequency? So frequency f is equal to 1 by time interval, and delta f, that is nothing but beat frequency, 1 by time period. So 1 by time period is nothing but how much? You can take the time interval between two maxima, time interval between two minima. What is that? 1 divided by f1 minus f2. So in the denominator undi, so got that will the numerator. That's why f1 minus f2. So that's why what is the beat frequency formula? Beat frequency difference. Sometimes f1 may be greater, sometimes f2 may be greater. So that's why what is the formula for beat frequency? So beat frequency is formula is f1 difference f2. So this is the formula for beat frequency. So the time interval between two successive maxima is 1 by f1 minus f2. The time interval between two successive minima is 1 by f1 minus f2 will be same. But so for what is the time interval between the one maxima and one minima is nothing but 1 by 2 of f1 minus f2. And when t equal to 0, so this is a maximum place. When t equal to 1 by 2 f1 minus f2, here minimum. When t equal to 1 by f1 minus f2, maximum here. When t equal to 3 by 2 f1 minus f2, this is the minimum. And nothing but what is the time interval between the maximum and minimum? That is nothing but 1 by 2 of f1 minus f2. So this is about the derivation of the beat frequency. And next come to the uses. So how the beats are used? How the beats are used? Nothing but what are the uses of the beats? That is also important. So once I am remembering, so what is the time interval between the two successive maxima or minima? Time interval between two successive maxima or minima. What is that? That is delta t equal to 1 by f1 minus f2. Frequency means what? Frequency is nothing but inverse and nothing but f1 difference f2. But what is the time interval between the one maxima and one minima? Time interval between one maxima and next minima. One maxima and next minima. So what is that? That is 1 by 2 of f1 minus f2. And next come to the frequency, invert it, you get. And next come to the uses. So these beats are used to tune the musical instruments. Tuning nothing but setting. So tune the musical instrument. So this is the first use. And second use is to find the dangerous gas or to detect the dangerous gas in mines. To detect dangerous gases in mines. మైన్స్ అంటే భూగర్భ గనుల లోపల విషవాయువును గుర్తించడానికి. And next third one is the third one use is the nothing but to find the unknown frequency of the tuning fork. To find unknown frequency of tuning fork. And last one, to produce a special effect in cinematography. To produce special effects. In cinematography. So these are the uses of the beats. So this is about the beats. So because of the pen సరిగా వాడట్లేదు అందుకోసం ఈరోజు క్లాస్ సరిగా మరి అపియర్ ఎందుకు లేదు. So okay, this is the today class.